Hello and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon, the Color of Madness. I did a little preparation for our next mission. This is the team that I've decided on. We kind of had a bit of a sketchy selection of heroes, but this will have to do for now. The Man-at-Arms, the Crusader, a Plague Doctor, and a Vestal. I bought some extra skills to make them work a little better in their position. Gave the Vestal Judgment, and I gave the Plague Doctor Noxious Blast. So I'm gonna go into the medium mission in the ruins, mostly just because I wanted to pick up the Medic's Greaves. I don't have an Arbalest yet, but when I do, I am interested in trying to make the Arbalest work as a off healer, so this will be useful. The other trinkets weren't that interesting. But before we begin, I wanted to talk about some of the changes to some of the other heroes, because we talked about the Highwayman and the Crusader, but we still hadn't gone over any others. So we'll take it a bit at a time per episode, but first we'll talk about the Vestal. The Vestal, whenever the Vestal gets an offensive crit, it doesn't work with the heals. You get a bonus of 25% increased healing for 3 rounds. Now, of course, as I kind of discovered in the last episode, since the buffs tick at the end of your turn, that 3 rounds turns into 2 rounds, so the Vestal gets 2 rounds of that increased healing. Most of the other characters get an offensive buff, in which case it lasts for just 1 round, because it starts at 2 and it ticks down to 1. Other notable changes to the Vestal: she has had slightly reduced damage. The accuracy on a lot of her abilities has gone up, which is fantastic. She had a lot of accuracy problems in the past, and that is no longer going to be as much of a concern. Especially on her stun, that went from an 80 accuracy base up to 90. So maybe you can get away without giving her accuracy so you can actually hit with her offensive spells, or relegate her to being a heal bot. It just gives you more versatility, I think. Some other changes: the healing on Divine Grace and Divine Comfort has gone up slightly. Again, I think this is to make it so you're not as reliable, or you don't have to rely on healing trinkets as much, and you could instead put damage trinkets or resistances, something else to suit the situation. Some other changes: Illumination lost some damage, and it can't crit, but now it ignores and removes stealth from a target. This is very thematic, and it gives the Vestal some more utility against stealthing enemies. She can reveal them for your party, though her speed is pretty low. If your plan is to reveal stealth, you may want to give her some speed trinkets so she can actually go before the rest of your team. And I think the most interesting change of all is Hand of Light. It can now target rank 3, which is a nice bonus, but it never did much damage in the first place. But now it has that self buff for 25% damage and 6 accuracy, up to 35% for 4 rounds. Which, you can really have an offensive Vestal now. Just, Hand of Light, buff your damage up, and then you can start using Mace Bash and Illuminate. Or if you have someone who can shuffle you back a space, you can lead with Hand of Light and then cast some Judgments for a couple turns, and then switch back and forth as needed to heal or deal damage. Then we'll take a look at the Plague Doctor, who had first of all, Blinding Gas can only be used 3 times per battle. It was a really good skill for stopping the back line from attacking, and the back line is usually the most dangerous enemies in a fight. So this made the Plague Doctor very powerful. So this is a understandable change. Now you'll have to think a little more about when you want to use it. Of course, in short battles, you can probably use it freely. It's unlikely you're going to use it more than 3 times in the fight anyway. Emboldening Vapors now lasts the entire battle, but it has been weakened a little bit. It's only 20% damage and 3 speed, but you can use it twice per battle, so you can buff 2 people or 1 person twice. And Disorienting Blast was nerfed a little bit. It can no longer crit, and it cannot be used from rank 1 anymore. So it was a pretty good and versatile ability, so it's understandable that they kind of weakened it a bit, so if you're shuffled to the front, you don't still have access to this useful stun. The Plague Doctor needs to be at least in rank 2 or 3, depending on if you're using Incision or not. Finally, the Man-at-Arms. Where are those changes? Oh, and I forgot to mention, the Plague Doctor, when you get a crit, the Plague Doctor gets 20% increased blight chance. So, just helps you stack more blight on people if you decide to go for more crit. The Man-at-Arms, when he crits, he gets minus 33% stress for 3 rounds. Notable changes: Rampart can no longer be used on rank 3. This is a pretty hefty nerf. It was very useful to be able to hit those rank 3 enemies who, again, they tend to be more dangerous than the front 2, and now you don't have the option to stun them anymore with the Man-at-Arms. Bellow was changed to minus 100% damage, so no more meme tier kills with Bellow, screaming at people until they die. He can use it from any position, and it has a new debuff, which makes the enemies take 5% more crits while they are marked. Kind of gimmicky, and I think it's a little tricky to use, because you still need a marking party behind him to get a lot of benefit from that, but it's all positive, so we'll take it. Command was buffed a fair bit. The amount of crit it gives went up, and it also gives a damage bonus while someone is guarded. So you would use Command, then guard someone, or guard them and then use Command, and whoever you're guarding will deal increased damage. It's kind of interesting. And Bolster, you can only use once per battle, but it lasts the entire battle. So you can just get a permanent 5 dodge, up to 10 at max rank. It no longer buffs speed, but it gives stress resistance to your party. So this could be really handy fighting a Shambler or any boss. It seems like a really solid ability. And that might help make up for some of the other nerfs that the Man-at-Arms has. Also, with his camping skills, Instruction was changed from a dodge bonus to 10 accuracy, which I think is pretty good. That's I think 10 accuracy is stronger than 10 dodge in general. So, I don't know, give it to a leper and have him wreck everything. So, let's get right into the dungeon. We've wasted enough time. You also may have noticed my new microphone arrived, so I hope the sound quality is a lot better. In my test, it sounded like it wasn't even picking up my fan, which is good because, you know, it's summer's just starting, but it feels like the middle of summer. It's really hot, and I don't want to have to record without my fan if I don't have to. So let me know what you think if the quality's much better. So the usual things I would take on a medium dungeon, 20 food seems fine. It might be a bit too much, but you know, I'd rather be safe. 2 shovels. For the ruins, I'll take 2 keys and 12 torches, I guess. I mean, I can get extra light with illumination and bulwark of faith. I could probably get away with less, but I mean, this is fine. Already have an anti-venom. Do I want a bandage? That's probably fine. Now, do I want shard dust? I mean, I kind of want to find out what it does, but spending my precious shards on it, that's a tough sell. I'm going to do it just so I can see what it uses. If I get a tough fight, I'll have someone use this and see what happens. It's in the name of science. Runes. You can retreat from combat and even abandon quests. If things are going terribly, live to fight another day.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Not an amazing map, but, you know, we'll take it. And immediately steps on a trap.
Ambushed by foul invention.
I didn't buy the stress heal on the Crusader. That sucks. Nothing yet. Another pack. Wow, what an exciting dungeon. Anything in this one? Heirlooms.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Where did all the enemies go? I don't have herbs. Reynold, you're already kind of fucked up. Give it a try. Of course not. Sure, reinforced claustrophobia. Why not?
A singular strike.
There's that crit bonus, increased blight skill chance. It's taking 4 damage. Of course, he's going to be left with 1 health. Oh, Crush can hit him. It's a bit overkill, but
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I'm going to bulwark just to raise my light level.
The match is struck.
It's kind of unnecessary, but
Star is born.
should be fine.
Back to the pit.
Also, with the changes, some enemies were changed to be more likely to attack marked targets than before, and I think that includes bone rabbles. So being marked gives you more ability to control who the enemies are attacking. Though of course you got to be careful that you're not taking increased damage from enemies that normally mark your team. Ooh, good heal.
Another abomination cleansed from our
More blood. And nothing. I knew I should have taken herbs, was it? I don't even remember. I don't think it was a bandage. And we got a fight. Surprise. Surprise, motherfucker.
Be gone, fiend.
Hate spiders. Heal everyone up while I can. What does this shopping list say?
Executed with impunity. Another one falls.
Couple busts.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I guess we'll head this way and work our way up and then back down. First hunger check. But we brought plenty of food, so we should be okay. Locked cabinet. Which of course uses a key. I mean, I could have used a shovel too, but it's not as good as a key. Where are all the room fights? Where's my treasure? How much worse can it get? Oh, just a disease? Great. Okay, well, he resisted, so. Nothing bad has ever happened by reading books. Oh, journal. Journal of Darius, the Highwayman. I know I won't be able to carry as much treasure, but I like holding on to journal pages, just so I can collect them and they don't show up anymore. Besides, what if there's new journal pages with the farmstead? This is really unfortunate positioning. I wish I could have used Plague Grenade, but... I'm just going to move forward to fix my position.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Start softening them up. I'm going to gain so much stress. And they dodge anyway.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Not one of my brighter ideas. I should have focused on one. For some reason, I thought they would kill one. He hasn't gone yet. Please hit. There you go.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
We did get some scouting. Fix my party's position. I heard that using the default party order button can sometimes make heroes disappear. So, just as a precaution, I'm going to try and shuffle them manually, as long as I can remember to do so. Locked sarcophagus. Do I want to use a key? Yeah, I mean, there's no guarantee I'm going to find something else I'm going to want to use the key on. I know there's nothing important up here, but it is a fight, and I gotta explore 90% of the rooms anyway. Don't resist. Alright, heal him up. One of these fights I gotta remember to use the shard dust. It just hasn't felt like I needed it. Let's bellow, just to slow them down. And it lowers their dodge. Alright, well, he's dead. I can just ignore him. Keep healing.
Momentary abatement. Continue.
Take the guaranteed kill.
Destroy them all.
Stacking more bleed. We'll stun him now and kill him next round.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Ooh, yeah, let's remove that bleed while we can. Save myself a lot of damage.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
A little extra food there, that's nice. All in all, this isn't going too badly, but it's more stress than I would like. I still have my firewood, so at some point I can use that to recover a bit. %, 60, 70, 50. Oh boy. Good Cheney. I care about these. Let's poke our head out. It looks like a confessional. I do have holy water. Does that remove one? No, it was stress, wasn't it? Thanks. Oh. Oh. Ironically, the quirk that made him interact with it removed his quirk. It worked out, though I would have liked removing the stress. But that does pretty much confirm my memory that holy water let it remove stress, whereas it was just a random chance to remove a quirk. I should have looted first. I don't think I'll need the anti-venom. Not likely. But I should camp soon and free up some inventory. Man, there's like no fights here. Who wants to read a book? This guy. I know it's generally a bad idea, but eh. Getting lots of scouting, which is nice. I have enough food to feast and have one food check. Let's hope that's all it is.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
I didn't even check like what camping skills I have. Well, no one has disease. That'll remove a fair bit of stress. I do not have anything to prevent nighttime ambush. So let's Zealous Speech. That get a lot of stress off of us. Let's pray. And we'll just double encourage to get his stress down to a much more manageable level.
The light, the promise of safety.
No ambush. Worked out. Three for three. Not bad. Well, there's no fight, so we'll just keep the torch low until right before the room. Another cabinet. I guess let's just smash it. Doesn't look like we'll need 2 shovels. And immediately gains all that stress back. At least he had some stress resistance, but damn. Friggin' bone courtiers. Yell at them a bit. I want to use the shard dust. Okay, stress, a buff, and a debuff. So he already had the protection from camping. He got 2 speed and 15% damage for an entire battle. But he loses 10% virtue and gets 10% more stress. For the entire quest, mind you. I mean, that seems like a fair trade-off. Stress, sucks, but, I mean, that's a pretty nice buff. You could take some of those for a boss fight and do pretty well for yourself. Please, please, Blight. One resisted. Okay, he'll die. And since he's slowed, I might get a second chance with the Plague Doctor, at least. Okay. Good, they won't get another chance. Let's, miss with shopping list.
A death by inches. The blood,
Nice.
the limbs obey. Remind yourself that
Oh no, we're leaving. Or not leaving. I forget, does Shovel have a negative effect? I mean, you get less loot than a key, but it's not bad for you. Oh boy, it's your favorite Iron Maiden. It's just not your day, Reynold.
The cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
I'm good. We're done.
The shifted corridors and sloped walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
And let's just throw Necromania on top of that.
She has paid dearly
Nice.
for her freedom. That deserves better than this place.
I haven't played much with the Shieldbreaker. I used her a little when she first came out,
Swaying,
but
she mesmerizes.
I didn't really do like a full playthrough with the Shieldbreaker DLC. So I'm glad to pick one up now. New quirk, Gambler. And my other Vestal is back. Sanitarium is open. Reynold. I really don't want to have to clean all that crap. And I already have another Crusader. I really don't have any love for Reynold. Dismas is pretty awesome. But Reynold, like, come on. Alright. Look, I love you, man, but you're getting the boot.
This one has become vestigial, useless.
Alright, well, we don't have a Houndmaster, even though slow draw is horrible.
A lawman and his faithful beast. A bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
We'll take an Occultist.
To fight the abyss, one must know it.
Hot to Trot, that one's new. 20 accuracy, 25 damage, and 5% crit on the first round. Very interesting. So much like Quick Draw or On Guard, where you can have very high speed on the first round, this you can get one good hit on the first round. I mean, seems pretty good to me. I'll definitely take him.
The thrill of the hunt. The promise of payment.
Perfectionist. I hadn't seen that one. +5 stress when your attack miss. Oof. That's kind of annoying, but the Shield Breaker has pretty good accuracy. Yeah, 90 base. I mean, that's not low. So if I stick to the accurate moves, it's not too bad. Do I want any different moves for Adder's Kiss, Impale, or Expose as a way to move back? Probably Impale or Adder's Kiss. I don't know. Let's Puncture. It's always tough. I like all of her abilities. Yeah, let's get Adder's Kiss and drop Puncture. I think this will be a good combination. Who do I want to de-stress? Of course he's taking the Cloister. Go have a drink. No one was using trinkets, so it's fine. This thing from the stars roaming here this week. You might encounter it. Fortunately, I have other options, so let's just stay away from that for now. Bring my Shield Breaker. My Occultist. Yeah, that'll work. Bounty Hunter. Seems fine. And my other Hellion, I guess. It's fine. Trinkets. Don't really care. I don't think it's worthwhile to buy another skill right now. I need money. Everyone else is fine. Just a short mission. 8 food, 1 shovel, 1 herb, 8 torches, a key, maybe a second herbs. Herbs are really useful in the cove. The fishfolk's scaled skin affords them increased resistance to bleeding attacks.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. Must be flushed out.
Of course, we start in the middle of the dungeon and have to backtrack as much as possible.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Well, that's horrible, but at least it's not on like a damage dealer. And surprised. Why am I not surprised? No, no, stress me. Start killing the... Wow, really, you already missed and gain more stress. I hate you. Yeah, protect that one.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Tentacles. Yeah, at least he'll just ceremonial cut instead of more stress.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Bleed him out a little. Or not. Jesus. Pierce that armor. Yeah, we'll blight him. And that's enough to kill him. Even though I'm getting stressed out of my mind.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Could you not add to her bleed? I know the Acolyte has more dodge than normal, but this is ridiculous.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
I mean, it'd be better if I had an accuracy trinket or something I could give her, but nope.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Switch everyone back. Another one of those stupid traps, but at least he dodged it this time. There's going to be one of these in every hallway, isn't there? No. Yes. Ooh. Well, I like keeping my torch high, so that's not really useful to me, but it is money. And I'm surprised again.
The will to fight falters.
Let's, just finish off this guy since I can just go through his armor.
Be gone, fiend.
You stop your crap. Oh my god, stop missing. $83.90. Please.
As the fiend falls,
See? She can hit, why can't you?
surgical precision.
Good heals, though. Haven't seen a 0 heal. And it only bled, like, once.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And Sealing Spaghetti kill him? Maybe. Nope. They are both equally accurate. It's good enough.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Alright, got enough for one more food check. Give him the shocker. I don't want to get any stress. Resisted figures. Well, Pierce has the higher accuracy, so... No, of course not. This is my life now.
Self-preservation is paramount at any cost.
Yeah, I know what afflicted is. Just spreading that joy. Finally, hit something. And finish him off. Thanks for that last little quip, you know, couldn't let us get out of there without a little stress, huh?
Is it merely a trick of the light?
Another torch. Alright, so that's where our last room battle is.
Hacks laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Just really spreading that stress out. Ah, coral. Nice. Yeah, I'm getting rid of Perfectionist. That has been such garbage. After it's already done the damage. I must have gained like 30 stress off of it at least. The occultist got his bonus for increased healing. Well, at least he's just using a stumbling scratch. Man, these rewards are pretty meager.
So too will resistance.
Good. Last scouting. In case there were any traps. Hunger.
Another mariner?
Which which is good. It means I can use this food for healing. And we're dead. Okay, it's not that bad on apprentice level dungeons, but 4 groupers are quite threatening. And at least it's the last mission into the dungeon, so we don't really care how much damage we take. Their bleed resistance is kind of high. Not really going to try bleed out. I'm just going to Serpent Sway. Try and soak some extra hits. Of course, they attack everyone but her. But they don't expire, so it's still helpful. I want them in the front because then they're more likely to target her like that. Could you stop that? Perfect. And some more deeds. That's everything, right? Yeah.
The pungent odor abates. The things are driven back for a time.
Bloody dice could be useful if I get a Jester. It's a lot of bleed chance. That wasn't a lot of gold, though. I'm gonna have to spend a lot to get rid of their stress. Or just dump them.
Awash in blood and delusion, he bears the burden of 1,000 lifetimes.
And my first Flagellant of the run. Flagellant had some pretty nice changes. They nerfed Punish, so it can only hit rank 1 and 2. And Exsanguinate can only be used 3 times a battle. Redeem can only be used 2 times a battle. And Suffer no longer grants protection, instead it gives stress resistance. But in exchange, Reign of Sorrows is a lot stronger now. Reclaim is stronger now. Endure is stronger now. So, yeah, I look forward to trying out some of these other abilities. But my party is full for now. Who is available? Another guy goes missing. I wish I could just dump my shield breaker, but I don't want to get rid of my only one, especially after I removed her quirk. So I will put her to prey. And I'll probably have to get rid of someone so I can hire a Flagellant. But we'll figure that out for next time. That has been episode 2 of my run. As usual, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know any feedback on the gameplay, on my audio, on anything you want to see on this channel. And like, favorite, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.